Am I smaller? I think I was smaller there. I think I'd managed to zoom myself out of stage. There was sound the whole time. My brain was just not working. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. I'm Otome Lulu. Small bean Lily. Lulu. It's me. It's the Lily. Oh god, now I've moved that, I'm never gonna get to normal size Lulu again. It's always just gonna be screwed. I'm never gonna recover from this. Chat! It's been 10,000 years! I'm now small again. I can't believe this. I told you. I said I will never be the right size again. Hello. Chat. I didn't stream over the weekend. My life was a lie. It's like, oh my fucking cursor's here now. Am I too high up? Wait. It's been so long. It's been, Chat, you know who we need? We need the Lily that looks like gay people. Give me a moment. Is that better? I think that's better. Chat, how's it going? That's like my cursor's still on the screen. You know what? I'm gonna leave it here. Just for you guys. In case you want to see it, it might be relevant. You guys might go, you know what, Lily? I'd really like to see your cursor right now. And then there it is. In fact, I'm gonna put it... I moved my shit around too much. I'm not gonna put it anywhere. I'm just gonna, like... Creature, follow it. Where is it? My life is a lie, chat. This weekend is the first time... Well, I say it is. Was the first time since I started streaming. Tessa. I'm gonna remove it because I'm gonna keep putting it over VTube Studio and I'm gonna explode if I see it on my stream one more time. First time since I started streaming that I haven't known what the time is and I haven't panicked. Okay, the lady that looks at gay people did not do her job properly. Let me look at gay people again. Give me a moment. So, yesterday, I had a moment. I was sat, I'd just gotten home, I sat on my bed, and I didn't know what the time was. I knew it was roughly, like, 8 p.m.-ish. But, like, that's because I'd last checked the clock, like, 3 hours ago. And I knew that it had been roughly 3 hours since I last checked. And that was fine. Isn't that crazy? Like, absolutely insane. I'm so used to knowing exactly what the time is, because my life is so busy, that... Like today, right? I had a relatively chill day, I worked from home, but... I woke up at 8 AM. I knew what time it was because I woke up. I started work. I knew what time it was because I had meetings all day. I finished work. I knew what time it was because it was 5 p.m. And then I was keeping an eye on the clock as I made dinner so that I knew when I was streaming. And then I'm gonna finish stream, and then I'm gonna know what the time is because I need to go to bed. It's like... I forgot that you can live life without knowing what time it is. It's crazy. I don't know what I do. I don't know how to feel. What you eat? What did I eat? I had chili con carne. I made a Mexico-inspired, because obviously I'm not Mexican, but I've met people from Chile. And it was very good. And I was once again reminded that no matter how much chili you put on... not chili. How much cheese you put on chili, you need more. You cannot have enough. Oh my god, Deltarune came out. Chat, I haven't played Deltarune. Chat, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I dodged playing Deltarune when it came out. Is it done yet? Has Toby Fox finished it? Or is it still got more to go? But yeah, lots of cheese. I watched a man eat Skyline chili before. Have you guys seen Skyline chili? Let me get an image of Skyline chili. Let me steal this from Wikipedia. Put it on my desktop. And then throw it into OBS. Desktop, please. This is how much chili is on... How much cheese is on Skyline chili. I think that's just about enough. This is not a meme. I brought a bag of grated, if you're an American, shredded cheese out of my fridge. A fresh bag. I cut it open. I don't like cleaning cheese graters, by the way. So weird thing to not like, by the way. I don't like cleaning cheese graters, so I buy grated cheese. And so I brought it out of the fridge. It's like a 500 gram bag of cheese, right? This is not a small amount of cheese. Wait, let me tell you exactly how many grams. Tesco cheese. Let me go to let me get an image of the bag of cheese that I would have gotten out. Grated cheese. Okay, 250 grams. That's not the right image, it's the purple one because that's the best one. Let me save this one on my desktop as well. I wonder if OBS will take an AVIF file. Let's see. Let's make a new image. And this one is gonna be... Where did my image go? OBS does not accept AVIF files. Why does OBS not accept AVIF files? Excuse me. I'm gonna have to use Firefox's screenshot button. I would love some chili with that cheese. That's too much, I will say. Why is image 2? I've lost an image. Let me get the properties of this. It's gonna be... Oh god. It's in my downloads now. Can I have a format that shows me what it is? Thank you. So this cheese... we've made 2 of them. So this 250 gram bag of cheese. I brought one of these out to go with my chili. I used half of it. 250 grams. Let's look at the nutrition facts of this cheese really quick. In 30 grams, 30. Bear in mind, I used probably 120, so 4 times this. It contains 125 calories. That's like 5% of your daily. It contains 10 grams of fat, 6.4 of which are saturated fat, and 0.53 grams of salt. And I had about 120 grams of this cheese. And that still somehow was not quite enough cheese. How did this happen? When I first saw the guy eat this Skyline chili, I thought, how on earth can you justify that much cheese? I now understand how that man justified that much cheese. It all makes sense now. I'm never gonna recover from this experience. Cheese is so good! Chat, I'm not gonna lie. I could eat so much cheese. There are some cheeses that I could just, like, bite. Like, you just take a block of cheese. Now there is less cheese. Oh my god, I want cheese. Chat, I'm gonna have to go out after stream and buy cheese. Hi, Wobdy. How's it going? I need cheese. I just need cheese. I need it. I'm on the Tesco website because it's where we got this image. But it's showing me cheese. And I want the cheese. What cheese do I want, chat? I think it is what I want to do with that. I think I've seen about one cheese wheel in my entire life. And that would have been in a real farm shop. Like, a real shop at a real farm. I don't think people actually use cheese wheels. I think they're a myth. I think that all cheese comes out of a big cheese factory, and it doesn't come in the form of wheels. Oh wait, no, chat, I'm stupid. I've seen little ones. You see little ones all the time. Like if you get a brie or a camembert, or if you get like a roquefort, or all of those cheeses. They all come in like wheels, but they're human-sized wheels. I can't speak. Not human, like acceptable size wheels. Like you can cut them, and you can cook them, and you can cheese with them. And you cut slices out of them and you eat it. And you put it on crackers, and you can't call them that anymore. I'm gonna get rid of the images before they stay forever. That will happen. Exactly. Real farms as opposed to the fake farms. I wonder if there are fake farms. I'm gonna Google something. Fake farms. Oh my god, wait, I know about this. Chat, have you ever seen, like, on the back of... I don't know, what's the word? Like, on the back of packaging, you'll see, like, a mother and a father on a farm, and it'll be like, me and Harold have been eating cheese from our farm for 28 years! And then it'll be like, there's cheese, right? It's on the back of the cheese. But it's just cheese that was made in a factory. And they bought like a single pint of milk from these two people and paid them a lot of money for marketing rights, you know? I know about this. I learned about this. I think there's some law thing going on there as well. Fake farms law. It's referred to as farm washing. As opposed to when you go to a farm and get washed. And that's just washing at a farm. So, don't worry, Solus, it's a Lulu stream. You don't miss anything important. Hello. As recently as the 6th of March, there is consumer what's the word? Protection. I have hiccups. Stuff going on. Damn. By the Animal Law Foundation. Who's the Animal Law Foundation? Are these people a good source? That's my YouTube link. Animal... I didn't read the rest of the word. Animal Law Foundation. They are a charity. That's good. Let me quickly check if there's any controversy. Doesn't look like it. Huh. Is there a big website? Charity Corruption UK. Is that... Who's the BDO? Why is my phone going off? Go away. What was I doing? There was cheese, you're right. Who's the BDO? Who are you? They're an accountancy and business advisor thing. I don't know how much I trust these as a source, but I'm gonna look at it anyway. Oh, no, so that's fraud going to charities. No, that's not what we want. No, I don't want this. I don't see any... Maybe put the word statistics in there? No, I don't want fraud. Minus fraud. Google, stop telling me about the word fraud. Charity transparency data, that's what we want. Okay. So UK government... Blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of words. It's like a lot of words. Conclusions. Charity's important? Yep. I agree. That's a lot of words. I don't see anything. What's the CCEW? Oh, the Charity Commission. I do know about this. Charity Commission corruption statistics. I don't want fraud. Stop telling me about fraud. Because this is... Oh wait, no, some of it is. Never mind, maybe fraud is the right word. I found a report by the Charity Commission. Within the charity. Can I get, like, any information about whether it's within or outside the charity? No, okay. You know what? Chat, I don't need to care. I've decided it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for a second. If charities are corrupt, then... Sure. They can do that. They're allowed. I can't stop them. I don't donate my money to them anyway, because I am poor. Welcome to the year of the Lord 2025, everybody. I've barely said hello. Chat. How's it going? It's been a weekend. The Switch 2 came out. Deltarune came out. The Five Nights at Freddy's in a car game. Wait, when was that? FNAF in a car. What's this game called? No, not Midnight Motorist. Not 5 Laps at Freddy's. Am I gonna have to go to a man's YouTube channel to find it? No, not Freddy Fazbear in a car. What's it called? Dead Seat. Sorry, it's The Dead Seat. It's a game where you play as a child playing their DS in the back of a car, but it's a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I mean, it's not a Five Nights at Freddy's game, but it's a Five Nights at Freddy's game. And apparently it's very good. I haven't played it, but multiple people whose opinions I valid. Opinions I valid. Are we talking serious business or is it just chatting? We can do everything. Right now I'm talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Of course you can see the swords. It would be rude of me to tell anybody they couldn't see the swords. They're big-ass swords. I can turn them off. Oh, I just made the Lulu that looks like gay people. Wait a second. There we go. They turn off. Chat, have you seen my big-ass toggle? If I... Wait. My funny toggle. I've like 2 funny toggles. One of them... does this. I don't know why it does that. I couldn't tell you why. And then the rest of them... The rest of the toggles are all like in my face. And this is the best one. This is objectively the best one. Hi, Isla. How's it going? Lulu stretch. Wig Lily. Correct. All of these things are true. What am I doing? Chat. Oh, toggles. My brain turned off. I can cry. It's very subtle. Oh my god, someone's ban evading again. It's so simple to not evade bans. We have a ban... What's it called? Chat, what's the word? I've lost a word. Ban appeal. There is a ban appeal process that I've told people. If they don't do it, that's not my problem. It's up to them. Can't believe this. Oh no, you can ask all of the kayfabe questions. Go for it. It's also not rude to ask if world's pre-made. At least in my life. It might be different for other people, but I am the most open human being. This one... How much did I pay for this? That's like complete transparency, this. Let's go to... this. Yeah, it's really not a smart idea to say, I made an extra account to bypass the ban. Let's see. Like a really old... When did I buy it? So it wasn't pre-made. It was pre-made even. I paid 2,200 yen, which in the money at the time, I don't know, but money today, 2,200 divided by, not divided by, JPY to GBP is £11.24. Or your regional equivalent, USD is 15.23. I know, right? Yeah, so a lot of pre-made models that people just make and throw on booth are very cheap because they don't come with, essentially any rights. You can't make... What's it called? You can't make merch, you can't do... Like, if you asked, you'd probably get art commissioned, but you'd have to ask. And then the big one is that it's not a single-use contract. So, I think they've even caught 2 other people that use the same model. I think it's 2. There might be more than 2, but I've seen 2. Am I beating them, I wonder? Because I came across them, like, right at the start of my VTubing career, and I haven't seen them since. But yeah, essentially, pre-made, good, because it lets people get into VTubing with very, very little sort of front-loaded cost, as opposed to other streaming. Custom purchase model VR chat robot girl with modeled internals. 220 USD is really good for that. So, if we go to VGen, in fact, I'm gonna get Edge up, and we're gonna explore VGen. Let's quickly open VGen. Not VGen X stock, whatever that is. I want to just go VGen. Yeah, there are gonna be extra costs for NSFW stuff there. That is true. Have I got... I can sign up with Twitter. Sign in as Lulu. Yes. Lulu. That's me. What do you mean verification? You know what? Screw it. We're not saying to VGen. Can I turn off NSFW content? If I just look up VTuber model. And then, can I filter the search? This top page is fine. Let's go to Lulu Explains. I forgot that my Edge is set up specifically for, like, YouTube videos. So, we're gonna do this one on the fly. You can see how big my monitor is doing that, by the way. So, if you look at, like, the first one, this one is 1,100. That's a little bit. If this comes with rigging, that's, like... So this is already expensive. Because this is just the art. If you want this person to do art for you, that's going to be that many money. Or this one, this is art and rigging for this much money, but that's a really intricate model. That's going to be so many hours of somebody's life. Like, let's look at this. Can I, like, see... I want to see the big one. And just how many things move. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely insane? This is... Who is this? This is a Fox... Fox's drawing. That's actually sick. Go and tell this person that they make sick art, by the way. They do stuff, apparently. If I had $1 billion money, I would pay this person a lot of money to make something cool. Goddamn. Why are we using Edge? Because I don't have any personal data stored in Edge. I do have personal data stored in Firefox. And by using Edge, it means that I can't dox myself. That is the one and only reason. I just realized that my window's small. I've lost my thing. Yeah, I thought about, like, installing Chrome, but I don't want to put Chrome on my computer, so... And... So, like... This is a much cheaper one. There's probably reasons for this. But this is just the art again. That's still really good, though. Edge really is like super incognito mode. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. It's just so many things. And then, like, so this is a rigging cost. This is 300. 300's really cheap for a rig. The rigger I was trying to... I say was trying to, but I would like to commission. Let me go to... Oh god, how do I get to this woman's commissions page? So, okay, great. This is Bria Cookie Box. She makes absolutely fantastic models. She's fantastic. So this is... That's the rigging. Rigging, by the way. No art. Because of how long these things take. Exactly, a lot of it's about how far you want it to turn, how many arms and toggles. Yeah. It's nothing to do with the art. Because it's just about... I mean, actually, having said that, the harder the art is to work with, the less ability you're going to have to do things, and you might have to, like, liaise between your rigger and your artist, and then the artist is gonna have to draw some extra bits because they didn't realize that that was something that the rigger would need, or all kind of stuff. Let's go to Bree's model, actually. I bet she has. Yeah, I was about to say, I bet they're her. There's something about the mouth tracking that brings me huge amounts of joy with the way that this woman rigs. Just enough bounce. Little bit more, you know, than maybe is normal in humans, but just look at the range of movement. Look at the mouth tracking. Look at the eyes. Look at the way that it's emoting without any toggles. That is why it's so expensive. Just so well done. Blows my mind that people can do shit like this. By the way, that's a go and check out Briat Cookie Box. She is a far better streamer than me, and I wish I was 10% of the woman that this woman is, but I'm not gonna get bogged down in that. I love VTubing, chat. There are so many cool VTubers. I don't have time to watch like 2. How do you guys watch any number? You got your model, ask for 0 toggles and just really good tracking because you're too dumb to remember to use toggles. Oh my god, I think I've clicked my toggle about twice. If we go back to the big Lulu screen, I have a section of my Stream Deck specifically for toggles. I have a button that sends me to the menu that has all the toggles on it. And I've pressed like 2 of them. And only one of them for the sake of funny. I never pressed this. This exists. I can do this whenever. I never do. I have a funny sweat drop. I have a funny Angie. I have tears. You can't see that. I'm way too far away. That's why I don't press that one. This I've used essentially only for thumbnails. And then the only one I actually use is to turn the swords on and off. Saw a video series of one absolute mad lass who wanted to update her model so she learned to rig just have 0 costs. That's crazy. Doing something like that, you've got to bear in mind that depending on who you've contracted, you often can't modify the rig that they put together. That because it's so specific and the way that they do it, it reflects badly on them if you change it and it doesn't look as good. So you could re-rig the model, but you'd have to essentially remove all the rig data and then re-rig the original art rather than edit the rig. Some people are fine with it. Like a lot of smaller or up-and-coming that don't really need to worry too much about that, but even then, it's often a pride thing. Yeah, your rigger knows where you live and would kill you. Exactly. She made the entire model, art, and everything herself. People are so talented. I don't get it. I don't get how people have this talent. How do I learn this? What do I do? I know the answer. It's spend hours upon hours upon hours painstakingly getting things wrong. And then eventually, you start getting them right more often than you get them wrong. Then finally, you get to call yourself an artist. But that's like thousands of hours. People don't become an artist in a year, in 2 years. It's like a lifetime thing. Chat, we're running out of Mario Kart music. I don't know what to do about this. I'm really sad I haven't been able to find full rips of the entire Mario Kart World soundtrack yet. Because it's really good. And I want to have that. And I've moved to my start screen. I just middle-clicked OBS and it sent me to the start screen. How did this happen? How do you do this? OBS, I trusted you. I thought we were friends. I guess not. Does the Switch 2 have games? I don't know. I've seen like one game on the Switch 2. Switch 2 games. Like, specifically for the Switch 2. Not just games that are also on other things. You got Mario Kart World. Donkey Kong... Does that come out soon, or is that out yet? It's not out yet. It's out in a week and a bit. So you can't even play Donkey Kong. These are all other games that already exist. Damn. The answer is 1. There is 1 game on the Switch 2. Chat, I know that the PS5 has no games, but like, I don't think the Switch 2 has any games. What are people streaming? Let me go to YouTube. Let's get YouTube up real quick. Then Switch 2. If we go to filters, type, you can't filter by live. You can't, it's under features for some reason. So there's people playing like Pokemon games, but they just use a regular Switch. There's people playing Mario Kart, obviously. There's Zelda. It's Pokemon again. That's just someone trying to convince you to watch the stream. That's someone playing Street Fighter. Hi, Chrome! So funny to me, people titling their streams day one Switch like they're not playing Mario Kart. Exactly! Stupid. It's just Mario Kart. It's the only game. Someone playing Pokemon Violet. It's a lot of Pokemon. It's a lot of Zelda. Obviously Mario Kart. And then like one dude playing Street Fighter. Interesting. Isn't Apple doing something today? Apple. They... Oh boy. iOS 26. How have they reached 26? Chat. Have there been 26 iPhones? How many iPhones are there? Okay, so there are 47 different iPhones. They make a new OS for every iPhone? Why do they do that? Why? I don't think Steven would approve of this. I don't get it. I don't understand. Whoopty, I have my old Wii in my cupboard as we speak. Yeah, Steven. What's his name? You know, like William in charge of Microsoft. That's his name. Chat, it's so hot. Chat, I've somehow dodged being hot over the weekend, despite the fact that I've been super busy and in hot buildings. I've not been hot. I think it's because I'm sat down. I think that when you're hot, because you've been moving, you can keep moving and go somewhere else. Damn. Like when I got hot over the weekend, I just walked outside and then wasn't hot anymore. God damn. I need a fan. That's what I need. I need to go on Amazon.com and buy a fan. First iPhone came out in 2007, so it's literally a new iPhone and iOS every year. Damn! I think you might be right. Huh. Wait, how many did I say there were? iOS 26. That's not right. That's more than one per year. Why do they do that? Average time between iPhone releases. Oh, thank you. Google AI overview. Approximately 1 year. It's not true. That's untrue. I mean, if approximately it's about 2 months less, then maybe. It's not. That's just a lie. Can I get, like, Wikipedia iPhone? Models. Oh, that's awful. iOS is for the software, gets updated more often than the phones. Well, no, I looked it up, and it says that there are 26 iPhones. Hi, Logan. How's it going? So let me get Excel open. I have a job to do. Let's quickly chuck all of these. They skipped 19 to 25! Why'd they do that? There are 46 iPhone models. Excuse me. Days since June 29th, 2007. That's 6,555 days. Divided by 46 is an average of one iPhone every 142 and a half days. Why? You don't need a new iPhone every 143 days. Steven! I don't get it. They skipped Galaxy S11 to S19 just so they could release the S20 in 2020. That's awful. God damn. Also, it's just occurred to me. Is that the real Fugi? Is that Fugi? Is that like whole-ass Discord reactive Fugi? Because that hadn't occurred to me for a second. I thought when you walked in, that was, you've got the same name as the funny Discord reactive. And then I thought, wait, isn't that the logo? It is. VTuber, small world, makes sense. But yet, no one replaces their phone that often. No one replaces their phone so often that they will miss out on an iPhone that's released every year. But at the same time, Jesus Christ, 142 and a half days. My life is a lie. I don't know how I deal with that if I was Steven. Just, haha, yes. I will create a new machine every 142 and a half days. I'm in the way of chat. I need to fix my chat. Keep doing this. YouTube recommended the Satisfactory VODs. I need to get back to Satisfactory. It's been so long. Why is there a... Chat, I've just pierced the veil of my own setup. I just remembered that my background is a looping video. And that's how animations work. My life is different now. Ancient Greece was so gay that women wore armor to appear like men when their husbands came back from war. Oh my god. I can't believe that my BGM's broken and it did not give me the Mario Kart music that I asked for. And we're gonna have to, like, fight my way through BGM functioning to get to the Mario Kart music that I was looking for. Because I found some. I did. I then proceeded to lose it. That's not what I want. That's 20 minutes of the same song. Can I... You know what we need? While things aren't working, this is what we need. I can't believe people have forgotten that people used to just be gay. That was just a thing. Like, really gay. Like, really, really, really gay. Then Christianity came along. And people weren't so gay anymore. And now we're back to gay again. We just had like a period of being less gay. Gay's never been new, ever. Okay, there we go. Why is my BGM quiet? Be back. I'm alive again. I need to play more Satisfactory. My brain has been stuck. Gays were invented in 69! That's the same year that Papa Lulu was invented. I'm never gonna forget what year my father was born in. It's just not possible. It's completely impossible. I love being me. Chat, I had that big-ass conversation with Papa Lily that I was warning you about. It went surprisingly well. Big conversations about stuff, and I've started talking to him like I do everyone else now. You know how, like, we put up different masks depending on who we're talking to? I'm assuming everyone does this. I'm pretty sure we do, and it's not just an autistic thing. But, like, you'll talk differently to a coworker, or you'll talk differently to a friend, or you'll talk differently to a random on the street, or you'll talk differently to parents. I just, like, forgot how to do the one where I talk to my parents. You know? I had a conversation with Papa Lulu and realized I should just talk to him like I talk to all my friends. And then I started doing it. And now I don't remember how to do anything else anymore. Gender and sexuality used to be much more complex until Christians come around and did all those genocides of people and cultures. You are right. Chat, go and watch the SciShow Sex Ed playlist. I know you are all virgins. And no, QB's not a virgin, fuck. I know that 65% of you at least are virgins. Because by demographic, I have some women and they're statistically less likely to be. What else? Where did that other, like, 15% come from? I don't know. Anyway, go watch the Sex Ed playlist from SciShow, because it's just good. Like, I'm well educated. I learned stuff from that. The host is wonderful. It's funny, but it's entertaining and also informative. And someone can't mix BGM. That's why it was quiet. Okay, that makes sense. And my brain's lost. What are you talking about? SciShow. You know Hank Green and John Green? Hank and John. The man that wrote A Fault in Our Stars and Hank Green. They do... Let me get it up. I've lost Edge. Is there a keyboard shortcut for Edge? Microsoft Edge shortcut. Control-Shift-B. That's a lie. Open Microsoft Edge shortcut. I don't want to win R. Control-Shift-E. No. That doesn't do that. I'm being lied to. Control-Shift-E. No. Windows E. That's Windows Explorer. I'm gonna control off all of the keyboard shortcuts. Edge. Control O opens a file. No. Okay. Today we've learned, no, there is not a keyboard shortcut to open Edge. Either way, we're going to YouTube. And we're gonna go to SciShow. It's not SciShow, is it? It's Crash Course. Same thing. Crash course. We don't want Hank's voice. We love Hank Green. But if we go to... Come on. Apparently we've opened this. You can see the things that I store. These are the files that Excel can read. I want to show you this. So this is Crash Course's stuff, and they've been updating sex ed recently. And it's very good. And I highly recommend all of them. This one is very good. And this is why my brain is talking about... Oh my... Okay. Whoever made this playlist of the Mario Kart World soundtrack has upset me greatly. Because they cannot mix audio. Because some of them are loud. And some of them are really quiet. I'm going to commit a crime. Either way. In this video, that's all I was trying to say. It reminded me that gender as a binary primarily comes from Christianity. And that most other people kind of just vibed with it. Many sort of more spiritual cultures had like a third gender or like up to a dozen, right? Depending on role in society. And it's just Christians that are like, goddamn. Men and women. One of each. That's all you get. You get pairs. Roughly equal amount on the planet. Put them together. Hi there. Welcome back. We've been on a tangent, as is always the case. I can't believe they invented gays in the same year that we landed on the moon. Do you think the gays landed on the moon? Who landed on the moon? Who landed on the moon? Was it just the two of them? I feel like it was more than two, right? Is it not? Who was on Apollo 11? I knew there was another one. Michael Collins! He didn't go down to the moon. That's why he didn't come up when I searched for him. God damn. Absolute badass Michael Collins. He went, I'm gonna go to the moon, and I'm gonna make sure that the two who go onto the moon don't die. I'm gonna sit, and I'm gonna make sure they're alright. We love Mikey. He's doing the important job. Yeah, dear, there was a sex ed playlist on the screen. That was from Crash Course. I recommend it. Everyone go watch it. You don't know enough about sex. You know shit. I don't care if you've done it a billion times. You don't know enough. Whatever you got downstairs, you don't know enough about the other one, and you might also be missing out some things about your one. So there's knowledge to be had. Moon things. We love moon things. Chat, it's been so nice to have a weekend. I haven't had a weekend in so long. I'd genuinely forgotten what it was like to just not do anything for like 2 days. I didn't have to think. I didn't have to plan. I just had to do things. Like, I was helping out a friend, and I just turned up, did the thing, and then went home. That was it. That's all I did. It's crazy. Girlfriend turned into the moon. Sometimes it'd be like that, you know. Is that why there's a face in the moon? Oh my god, chat, have you seen the Jenny Nicholson video about... Really, she called it the Applejack problem, but it's not about Applejack at all. It's like a little bit about Applejack. She talks about Applejack at the start. It's essentially just like the best written My Little Pony fanfic in the universe. And I love her for it. I'm assuming that everyone knows who Jenny Nicholson is. She's the one that did the hour and a half. Was it an hour and a half? How long was Jenny Nicholson's video about the Star Wars? Jenny Nicholson Star Wars. I was completely off. It's 4 hours. The 4-hour-long video about the Star Wars Hotel. It's her. And she did a video about My Little Pony. It's very good, and you should go watch it. We like the moon. I don't know this meme. We like the moon. It's a song by the Sponge... That doesn't say sponge. The Spung Monkeys. There's no E there. Spung Monkeys. Who are the Spung Monkeys? Spung Monkey. Oh, they're Adult Swim. That makes sense. I was never really engaged by Adult Swim. I've been on kind of like the periphery. I know what the Eric Andre show is. And I know some of the memes. But that's about it. How the fuck do I get my Go XLR or OBS to normalize? I can't get OBS to do it. How do I get my Go XLR to normalize an audio track? Normalize an audio track live. I don't want to do it for in Ableton. I don't want to... How would I even begin to search for this? I don't know. Live streaming... Normalize audio. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Compressor. Is that the word? Can you put live streaming audio compressor? I don't want to do... Wait, what? How do I put a filter? I can't be fucked. That's the OBS subreddit, and I'm not digging down a subreddit to fuck these things out. Especially because I'm using an audio interface, so it's not going to tell me anything either. God damn it. I'm gonna think about that later. Because right now, no. I'm gonna close that tab because I will just start reading and then I will die. I'm in front of chat. We will seal the moon. Chat, we're gonna do a new chat. What's the website called? Chat, what's the website called? Chat, what's the website that we all use to make our chats look good? Chat, what's it called? Chat, what's it called? Chat, you know the answer. Chat, what's it called? YouTube live chat. Oh my god. Septipus. That's the one. Let me get my current chat CSS and shove it into Septipus. Apparently you can't load into Septipus. That's good to know. How do I recover from this? I don't know if I can recover from this. Oh god. I'd have to like go in and get all of the original colors and stuff. Do I need to like redo my Septipus? Chat, how do we feel about the font? on chat right now? Good, bad, fine? I don't know. Because we've got memberships coming around soon. And I'm gonna have to shuffle some colors for that. I don't know what colors members should be, though. Okay, so font's fine. But, like, what font is this? Let's see if I can... You know what? Let me open Notepad++. I think I have Notepad++ installed. I do, okay. Don't update it! Of course I have Minecraft config files open in Notepad++. What else would it be? Oh, this isn't formatted in a way that Notepad++ is going to give me anything. Oh, well. Font. So... the fonts I'm using are Jacques Francois and Changa 1 and Imprima. Sans! I thought about Comic Sans. I thought Comic Sans would be really funny. Let's make chat a little smaller. I've just realized what we can do is if I get Edge open again. Why do I keep closing it? This is not a good idea. Let's close that. Let's go back to Lulu Explains. We're just doing this audio on the fly. I can't be fucked. It's too much effort. So this is our default Septopus. I guess we can leave like an outline on. Don't want to be showing avatars. Font for channel names, that's the important one. So this is going to be... Comic Sans. There's no Comic Sans! Does OBS not have Comic Sans built in then? Oh, that's so sad. I don't know how to recover from this. So Jacques Francois is what we're using already. What was Jacques Francois' shadow? Ugh. Bad is the answer. How would it look? That's okay. No, that's just bad. That's just like an awful font that I don't want to use ever again. So that's what a font looks like normally. The thing that's been screwing me up recently that we need to change is I want to... Ooh, what do we want to do? I want a limit of number of messages. And I don't know how to do that. I don't see an option. Hi, Eric. How's it going? Am I just missing something? I'm doing very well. It's very hot in here. But it is cooling down. And that is all I can ask for. We want to animate in at very least. And we want them to slide in. How quick's our animation normally? It's like twice that time, right? Yeah, much better. Reverse slide. Is that better? I think that might be better. I don't know. No, I think slide from the left's better. I need to look up YouTube live chat CSS limit number of messages. How do we do that? That's not helpful. That's an 8-year-old Reddit thread that didn't have an answer. No, I don't want a rate limit. One day, we will live in a world where I can look something up and get the answer. Today is not that day. What if we could unify how large a message is? What's this? Oh, I know this. This is what we use already. We do, like, this. And it's not showing it here, for some reason. Why is it not showing there? I feel like it should be. Is Septopus just screwy today? We may never know. Yeah, I don't see any options here to do the thing. Do the thing. Yeah, that one. Limit the number of messages that can be on the screen at once. Let me try something else. YouTube live stream chat CSS, chat bubbles. How would I use chat bubbles? Because that could solve that. That's really not very helpful. Again, I've just found... Okay, so Stream Elements does it. But I don't want to use Stream Elements. That's an awful idea. That would not bring me any joy. I might have to go really digging. If we just like minus Stream Elements. There's a 6-year-old Stack Overflow article. Article, question, whatever. That is unhelpful. Ah, these people are talking in code. Who let them? Who let them do that? I don't want that. I don't want that at all. No. Bad. Whoa, WP Dean has 41 CSS chat box templates to use now! Okay. It's cool. You can do that. Wait. We're just gonna, like, booth. Let's get a booth together, chat. Let me quickly make sure that I'm not showing anything NSFW on stream again. Get a booth. Then... sign in. I thought it makes you sign in with Pixiv. Why does Booth do this? Of all the login methods that you could be using, why Pixiv? Is it going to make me use my... Okay, no, it's fine. I thought it was going to make me use my two-factor again, and I was going to scream. Okay, so I've made it to Booth. How do I really make sure that nothing NSFW is going to appear on my screen? Adult setting. Do not display... Okay, we weren't displaying adult products anyway, so... Let's go to Booth. Let's go to... Lulu explains. We're just going to take a journey. We're going to see if there is YouTube live chat. Just like, if anything... None of this. Preferably free ones. So that I can just credit someone and say, whoa, they are way talented, more talented than me. Okay, there we go. So people have done them. That's simple enough. I wonder if that's a font that's going to destroy me inside, because that's not... That doesn't bring me a huge amount of joy. looking at those letters. I don't really want to do the fish. That's the same font. Let's actually filter this down to... Oh god. How would I even... You can't even see these. What is materials other under? Source materials, okay. Category, source materials, other. Ha, I'm looking for chat bubbles. So these are all by the same person by the looks of it. And they all use the same font. I mean, I guess we could just change the font, right? Let me quickly save my existing CSS. So that if I screw with it, it doesn't explode. Properties of chat. Stick that in there. And then... let's... just like grab one of these. Because we can probably change the... Okay, that's like got a whole ass thing on it. Wait, don't want that one. I like this one. Let's grab this. So... with name... grab this, copy it in here, paste it over this. That's huge. But it looks like... ooh. How do we feel about this? I don't know how we feel about the color. Can they edit that? What are your terms? Your terms tell me nothing. Soft code and color are free to change. Okay. Hi, group. It has been centuries. That's my bad. How do we change the font? Font family Hachimaru Pop. Not the color emoji. That's very good. What does it normally say? If I just like take the original font and shove it in. Where was that? I've lost it. I've completely lost everything. Font family. If I just like shove this in here. What have we done? What's that done? I think that has changed something. But like what? I'm very confused. Where were you? Don't give me the I can't speak. The week, work, and real life excuse. But then I won't. Then you'll never know. Work it out. Suffer. Chat, I have a really, really bad scale of what my streams look like. How big's a YouTube video? I open YouTube. And I click on a YouTube video. That's about the size of a YouTube video. Okay. So... that's too small. So So actually what I kind of want to do... That's way too big. Chat, how big... I'm looking someone up. I'm gonna get an example. For myself. No, that's a waiting room. I don't need to click on someone's waiting room. I want to go on an actual live stream. From a VTuber. To work out how big their chat is. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a huge fan of the font. Right now, I'm just trying to watch... Trying to work out how big... Why is it in 144p? I've accidentally found the font that this woman uses in her stream. That's tiny! Wait a second. Let's... Unironically... Her chat is that big. That's tiny, right? That's like absolutely tiny. And basically impossible to read. What if I full screen this? That's not helpful. How do you live with tiny chat like that? What do you do? I might just not be cut out for this. Because I feel like... Plenty big, I can almost read it when headbutting the screen. Right? So if I change it back to the default... I say default to what we've had it as. It would be like having it this big. For our normal sized... chat. It's tiny, no? It's like absolutely tiny. Maybe I could have bolded the font. That's a good point. I don't know if that's like what I want to go with though. That was just like, we went to booth and picked one up. There's not a lot on booth. Wait, what if I just go YouTube CSS? Is that gonna do better? Almost. What about this one? Let's grab this. It's stuck. Oh god, no, this is like a whole ass thing. It wants me to put that into... Streamlabs. Or something. Because that's like files and stuff, and no. Bad. Not touching that. So yeah, essentially there's nothing on booth. Did you miss anything? Yeah, you missed the murder of the US president. It was me. My bad. Chat, please tell me that he didn't just die. Wait. Let's just make sure that I didn't. Oh no, he's only deploying the National Guard in California. Yeah, that's standard. I just had to make sure that I didn't accidentally, like, say that I'd killed someone who was about to die. Like how... Oh my god, chat, you know how J-Schlat said... On my way back from the UK, just before the Queen. Yet... Group's got it. Group's got it. Group understands. Lulu politics. Oh god, what's Lulu politics for the day? I don't know. I think that hamburgers and cheeseburgers go well with fries. let me go. Let me go to the BBC and let's see what's on the front of news today. Let's go to England. Is any of this politics? There's just a politics button, okay. They've flipped the winter fuel payment. Okay. That's cool. I don't disagree with giving people more money. I think that government spending should be based on giving people money, and that's the point of the government. I don't know why they wouldn't. You can't say that. I know. It's so controversial. Chat's too small. Spending review to include £86 billion science and tech package. Government considers social media time limits for children. The government considers a lot of things. Chat, here's a Lulu hot take for you. The government spends way too much time considering things. So many things that shouldn't be considered in the first place. Like, stripping back people's rights, for example. And they just shouldn't do that. Government taking our money just to give it back instead of spending it on important things. Well, unfortunately, group, some people do need the money. I don't know about you, but I've met some people that are hard on their luck and would do with some money. Exactly, do your jobs. Stop doing bad jobs and start doing good jobs. You know what? I think I should be in charge, because if I just told everyone to just do good jobs, then it would be fine. I don't need to make any decisions. I just be in charge and say, you do your job but good. And then they do it. And if they don't do it, we murder them. And then we get a new one. And then we say, do your job good. And then if they don't do it good, then we murder them and we give them a new... You know, it's we repeat until we get a good one. That's how political systems should work. Should have just been smart and not been born into a poor family. Or black. Or a woman. Or any form of minority, actually, having said that. Or, like, in the wrong year. Or born during, like, a crisis. Or in the wrong place. Or not had random factors work in their favor. Or not be born with neurodiversity of any description. Or, you know... Just don't be born with these things. Any of them. You need to be... You can do this yourself, by the way. In character customization. You've just got to make sure that you are Normal McNormalson. You are a middle-aged white man. Not white woman. White woman jump scare. Vanessa appears on your screen. Where was I? Exactly. Don't choose not to be privileged. You have to be middle-aged, white man, born to loving parents who loved each other and loved you, who paid for all the things that you wanted. You went to a school that was good. You had teachers that understood what you were good at and what you were bad at. You didn't have anything slightly different about your brain. And then you go to university. You meet other rich people. And then one of them starts a business. And they invite you to be part of it. Just pick that opening life path. That's the simple one. Be like Steven. Or Bill. Sorry, no, William. My bad. Alternatively, if you really do want to be born as a person of color, you can do that. You just have to pick one of the few countries that still has hereditary sort of... What's the word? Power structures. And then be born specifically as a person of color in one of those families. And then you're all right. You can just about, in some countries that have finally finished democracy, because we haven't yet, some countries have, like, done a far better job of democracy than we have. Or, if you're in a country that is predominantly not white, you can pick, like, a rich parent, and you just need to skip the white bit at the start. That's fine. You can do that one. As long as the rest of your country isn't white. Yeah, you gotta pick the right color for where you want to be. It's just like, you gotta pick all of them. It's fine. You'll get there. I am a self-made millionaire worth £3 million. All I started with was a drive and a £10 million loan. When the Irish consider people of colour? Oh yeah. Whiteness isn't real. Chad, you know about this? That whiteness has never really been real. That it's just proximity to positions of power. So, it started off with the Greeks being white. And then the Roman Empire was white. But the Scottish and the Irish and the Welsh, they're not white. Roman Empire doesn't have them in it. So they're not white. But then, you know, the UK gets sort of unified, quote unquote, but Ireland doesn't get put into it properly. So the Irish aren't white. You know? And like for a long period of time, Eastern Europeans weren't white. And it's just about where you are in structures of power. It's nothing to do with the actual color of your skin. That's just like the excuse. You know? Oh my god. One day, I will die. And if there is an afterlife, I will go to being of choice, spiritual being that controls it all. And I'll say, can you like show me a picture of someone being told by God that Jesus was a short black dude? Black? Brown? I think he was probably brown. He isn't gonna be like Central Africa black, but I don't remember. It doesn't matter, but I did study the demographics of that area at one point in my life, and I've forgotten. Damn it! Also, yeah, white is just about being rich, because you're not in the fields. Correct. Yeah, it would have been a dark caramel. I'm trying to think what, like, the best example... It probably just looks like people from that area look today, honestly. Probably not that different. I don't think we've changed that much in this amount of time. Like, as a species. Yeah, he was Middle Eastern. You know where Jerusalem is. I'm sure you've seen Jerusalem on a map, and if not, I would recommend thinking about that. It's a cool piece of history. But yeah, essentially, I want to see the face of somebody who, for their entire life, thought that Jesus was a tall white dude, being shown a picture of the real Jesus with his hairy feet, his brown hair, brown eyes, and darker skin than the person that's talking to creator of choice. And just see what happens. Because that would be an absolutely wonderful thing to look at. Yeah, Jesus was short. Jesus was really short. It's crazy. Napoleon was tall. Wait, was Napoleon tall or average? Napoleon height. Yeah, he was average. He was like ever so slightly above average. And that's 5'6". If we were all made by God in God's image, he must have been colorblind. Okay, group. I think we can understand that, like... Assuming the Bible isn't a book full of books, and that it's all the truth, then we can assume that, like, one person turned into all the people. And so... essentially... that one was made in his image, and then you made, like, more, and then they eventually diverged because that's how people work. Depending at which point you decide that God did the thing. I hate this playlist. Chat, we're returning to Monkey. I wanted Mario Kart World, but I guess we can't have it today. Okay. No, you just keep giving me... Oh my god. Give me, like, a previous playlist I've used, please. Please. It's all Mario Kart World. It's all Mario Kart... Try this one more time. We can use this one. There we go. I've been coconut mold again. I love controversial subjects. It's just fun. Hot take. Controversial subjects are only controversial because people are too stubborn to admit that they might be wrong. That if everybody could just, like, talk about things and come to a conclusion together, it wouldn't be anywhere near as controversial. People put too much of their self-worth in the things that they believe. And it becomes a personal attack when they're wrong. When that's not the case. You can be wrong and not be a bad person. You can be right and not be a good person. These things have nothing to do with each other. If you learn one thing today, chat, it's that being wrong isn't a bad thing as long as you learn from it. If you find a book and you go, this is a pretty good book, and then someone says your book is wrong, why is my book wrong? They show you why the book's wrong. Oh. Damn, I guess this book's wrong then, huh? Shit. What am I gonna do? The book's wrong. That should be the response. No, it's not. What do you mean? What do you mean my book's wrong? It's wrong. Well, I don't believe you. Okay, if you don't believe me, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. Go believe, like, the 40 other people behind me. They're way smarter than me, and they can, like, show you where they got it. No, I'm not gonna talk to them. Why not? Because they said my book's wrong. That's the problem. It's an unwillingness. I don't even mind if you're like, no, my book's right. No, it's wrong. No, it's right. Here's why it's right. Damn, I hadn't thought about it like that. Don't necessarily agree with it. Still think your book's wrong. But I don't know why that thing that you just said is wrong. I think it's wrong, but I can't prove to you it's wrong. And so you have, like, a conversation there. And then that's two people with respect for each other. Be those people. I say none of the books are right. Dear, I'm telling you. I know. I know which book is right, because it's none of them. Because none of them could individually be right anyway. That if a higher power existed, I don't know if one does or doesn't. If they were loving, I don't know if they are or not, but all the books say they are. If they wanted to spread their word, which again, I don't know if they do, but these books claim that they do, they wouldn't spread it so thinly. They wouldn't give the real one to some dude in Egypt and give wrong ones to, like, the Grecians and some dude in South America. Just, like, completely different books that have nothing to do with each other. And don't get me started about Asia. They just go to Asia and go, here's something completely different. Nothing to do with these books. And so these books can't be right. there could be things that were correct in those books. I can't say for certain. But what I can say is that the way that things have shaped out, none of them are right. People seem to forget is that even if deity exists, it was still humans that wrote the books. Yeah. This is one that I come back to a lot. It's that if you look at every single version of a Bible that's given to people, you can see why it's given to people. Have you ever not written. Have you ever written a Bible, chat? Please tell me if you have. I need to know. If you have taken the word of a higher power and written it down, I need you to tell me. I need to know about this. If it's my audience that's doing that, please tell me. I need a drink. I'm dying. Do fictional religions count? Chat, there's a joke there. You can fill it in yourself. I'm sure you can. I believe in you. Hi, Twink. Enjoy toilet activities. What I was trying to say, is that if you've ever read a Bible that was given to an oppressed group, for example, they're horrible. They're nothing like the Bibles that everyone else gets. And so, I would firmly believe that at some point, that's happened to existing texts within our greater Bibles. I'm using Bibles like the Quran as well, or the fucking Book of Mormon, or even something non-Abrahamic. It's all the Bible. Just with different names and different things in it. You understand what I mean? That's very interesting, actually. Chat, do you ever think about the language you use? The fact that, like, you could call something, I don't know, the Excel Bible, and it would teach you about Excel. And that we use the word Bible there. And that one of my most common expletives that isn't a swear word is Jesus Christ. Just how sort of entrenched we are. Something fascinating is that if you look at how scholars translate original texts, it's so much less hateful. Yeah. That a lot of what comes out of society is hateful. That's pretty standard, unfortunately. Jesus Christ, it's Jesus Christ with an AK! Oh, Jesus, take the wheel! Oh my god, Jesus takes the wheel. What's he gonna do? I just had a mental image of Jesus Christ walking up to a car, pulling the wheel off, and just walking off with it. Obviously, it's subtitled Jesus Takes the Wheel. Why did he do that? I can't believe this. Chat, did I tell you about my favorite new dog whistle? I learned a new dog whistle. Did I learn it on stream? Wait, no. When did I learn it? 30 pieces of silver. Which is when... It's like when you say, I don't know... Oh god, I saw a great example of that. Like, it was something like... If only they'd given him 30 pieces of silver, when referring to a politician. And 30 pieces of silver is the amount of money that Judas was given to betray Jesus. Even though it wasn't actually, that was the translation, and it's not too relevant whether it actually was or not. But that it's used as like, either an anti-Semitic Jews will take money to do a thing, or an anti-Semitic Jews will use money to get what they want. And I just think that's very interesting. If you ever get a voice-activated self-driving car, start face will be Jesus take the wheel. Oh god. Hi, Yamato! Cool VTuber is doing very well. I am warm, I am less hot than I was earlier. Because I opened a window. Bye-bye, Twink. Have a good one. Yeah, currently talk about religion. And right now, Judith thought about dog whistles. Chat! Do you guys know any funny dog whistles? I would like to have a more... What's the word? Comprehensive knowledge of dog whistles so that I can see them in the wild. That's what I want. Chat, have I told you the time that I got a guy to admit that he was talking about Jews using the word globalist? Back in the days when I used to argue with strangers on the internet. I know, crazy, right? I would never do such a thing. I caught a guy saying the globalists are gonna take over. And I was like in a global chat. It might have been like a big Discord. It might have been like an MMO chat. I don't remember. But so this is sort of the early days when Lulu was learning about dog whistles. And so I asked him like about globalist. I was kind of aware of it, but I wanted to like probe, see where we were. And he wouldn't say a lot. So I just dropped the, well, being a globalist is passed down the female line, isn't it? Because if you don't know, that's how you become Jewish. It's that your mother is Jewish. It doesn't matter if your dad is Jewish. And surprise, surprise, this person agrees and says, you know how it is. So globalist might, to a lot of people, mean what that person doesn't like at the time, but it is like primarily Jews. Let's look at globalist. Yeah, so globalism comes from New World Order and Deep State, which are both anti-Semitic conspiracies. They might not sort of state themselves as such, but someone's controlling the world, it's Jews. They're not, obviously, but if Alex Jones tells you there's a group of people controlling the world, he's not talking about billionaires. Let's be honest. He's not worried about the billionaires, is he? Which is a shame, by the way. It's a real shame. I wish Alex Jones was as passionate about hatred of billionaires as he is passionate about hatred for the parents of dead children. But, unfortunately, he isn't. Man, I miss the days when Alex Jones was just a funny man screaming about frogs. Those are good times. Do you guys know about Alex Jones and the parents of dead children? Please tell me you guys know about Alex Jones and the parents of dead children. I wish he was that passionate about gay frogs. I think he was passionate about gay frogs one time, and then that was it. Like, oops. Oh boy. There we go. He's fallen off the plank. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, basically there was like a big court case and he pretended that children weren't dead and that they were actors, when they were whole-ass dead children. I'm all for criticizing the government and having conspiracy theories. I love a good conspiracy theory. You just gotta know that most of them are wrong, and make sure that you're not harming anyone by believing them. And unfortunately, Mr. Jones missed both of these memos and started telling his fans that dead children weren't dead. Thanks, Alex. I do still love the Gay Frog song, though. I'm never gonna get over the Gay Frog song. That's gonna be in my game. You heard it here first. I'm making a game. It's called Gay Frogs. I'm not making a game. Oh, it's actually a giant chocolate jelly-filled donut. No, it's not. It's hollow. Do you not know? Let me get it up. Hollow. I have Edge open. Hollow Earth. No, I don't want Copilot search. Hollow Earth model. No, I want the one with layers. layers. Why is this so hard to find? Why? I can't find it. I actually can't find it. We can use this one because it's essentially what I'm looking for. Let's do back here. This. It's that apparently this is the Earth. This is, you can get inside from the top and the bottom. And there's a central sun in there. That's where the city of Shambhala is. And the cave city of semi-advanced race. And I've forgotten the name of the dude that came up with this. But yeah. It's wonderful, isn't it? Apparently this is the Earth. Do you remember the dude that started the whole Mr. Beast Council? I do remember that dude. At some point he went on a rant and claimed that microplastics cause trans people! Oh! That's really good! Why are there so many unhinged people on the internet? It's because of how the internet is, really. It's that normal people don't use the internet anywhere near as much as abnormal people. So you get higher concentrations of abnormal people. And then within those groups, it only takes one crazy for that whole group to look crazy. Etc, etc. It's like homeopathy. That's a lot of steps there. I'm going to run you guys through the steps there. So, do you guys know about homeopathy? And the concept... This is bullshit, by the way. I just used the word bullshit! I never use the word bullshit! Oh, completely unhinged. Agreed. That in homeopathy, the idea is that you get like a little bit of a thing. Water memory! Oh my god, group knows! Okay, so... I gotta go through this. Imagine I have a glass of water. I put some lavender in my glass of water to turn the glass of water into lavender water. This all sounds alright. Unfortunately, practitioners of homeopathy will go, well, now you've got to make it more powerful. So you take one tiny little drop of this lavender water and put it into a liter of regular water. And now it's more powerful. Do you see the problem? And then you take one tiny drop of this after you wait for it to diffuse in. You take one tiny drop of this. And then you put it into another liter of water. And then the water remembers. And it gets stronger and stronger. Do you see the problem? And the whole idea is, yeah, as Groove said, the water remembers. The water remembers the lavender. It remembers it, you know? Because water can remember these things. It's great. The water remembers. It's so stupid. It's crazy that we can have these conversations and immediately understand the problem. But there are people that base their entire lives and worldviews on quote-unquote facts like this. And they have the same right to vote as everyone else. Not that they shouldn't, but they have equal political power to you. Is that not terrifying? This is the world we live in. I should make the water memory into a horror game. You touch it, and then it remembers you. In alchemy, isn't water the base matter? It must be lead, right? Alchemy base matter. It's called prima materia. But what is it? Blah, blah, blah. Ah, okay. So, here's a list of things that are prime material according to Ruland's 1612 Alchemical Dictionary, the Lexicon Alchemicae Sive Dictorium. Oh, there's another word there. Alchemistarium is on the word of that. Microcosmos. The philosophical... I literally can't say the word philosophical. Philosophical stone. The eagle stone. Water of life. Venom. Poison. Chamber. Spirit. Medicine. Heaven. Cloud. Nebula or fog. Dew. Shade. Moon. Stellus. Signata and Lucifer. Permanent water. Fiery and burning water. Salt of nitre and saltpeter. Lie. Bride, spouse, mother, Eve. Pure and uncontaminated virgin. Milk of virgin or the fig. That's one entry, by the way. Milk of a virgin or the fig. Boiling milk, honey, a spiritual blood, bath, a syrup. That's Bath, the place in England, by the way. Vinegar, lead, tin, sulfur of nature, spittle of the moon, or all of it. The serpent, the dragon, marble, crystal, glass, Scottish gem, urine, magnesia, magnet, white ethesia, white moisture, white smoke, dung, metallic entity. He lives over there. He's a neighbor of mine. You get used to living next to metallic entity. Mercury, the soul and heaven of the elements, the matter of all forms. Tartar of the philosophers, dissolved refuse. Shit in a bag. There we go. You've created prima materia. The rainbow, Indian gold, specifically from India though. Not anywhere, just Indian gold. Heart of the sun, chaos itself. Venus, healer and angel of violet light. Apparently all of these things are prime materia. There we go. So if you want to make gold, you only need Indian gold. And you can turn that into gold. It's like a bit of a journey. You gotta like pick it up and then say, whoa, look at my gold. And then you've turned Indian gold into gold. When someone asks where it comes from, you just don't tell them. And then it's not Indian gold anymore. It's just gold. I particularly like the entry there that just says pure and uncontaminated virgin. That's very good. It's just gold. Yeah! I'm glad you understand. This is the life we live. When do we have to call stream chat? I think we've got another hour on us. I'm taking a drink. Screw you. Chat. I need opinions. The things that make me different to your average VTuber are knowledge. Not knowledge. Like, wisdom. Opinions. And ability and willingness to talk about these things. How the fuck do I market that? Like, actually, how do I make people know that that's what they're gonna click on? Because so many people will click on that shit. So many. It's not even funny. How many VTubers do you know that are willing to call someone a Nazi? People watch that shit. They don't know I do that. Remember hearing about water and quicksilver in a video connecting all the FromSoft games through alchemy? Huh. Interesting. But yeah, I need to, like, put together... I still need to do a channel trailer. Call it the Joe Rogan parody experience, but it's not. That's like a tiny part of what I actually do. And I can't, like, use the word Nazi in an ad because YouTube won't let me show it. I don't know if you've seen Joe Rogan, but I'm a little bit on the other side of the spectrum to that man. We're both on the same spectrum. He's also clearly autistic, but different flavors, definitely. I don't know. It's really tough. My brain's struggling to put itself together. At the best of times, honestly. Chat. I just had a moment. I took a weekend off. And the channel didn't explode. That's crazy. I mean, it didn't grow, obviously. But it didn't explode. That's insane. And like, I have viewers still. You know that thing that YouTubers say? That like, if you stop, you're screwed? That's probably still true, but apparently I can take a weekend off, and that's fine, and I'm allowed to do that. Probably not gonna do it much. Actually, I think I've got another one coming up. Let me check. Let me check my emails. It's gonna be in there. What am I even searching for? Oh god. This. When am I next? That's not right. Because we're in June. Lulu, you're a dumbass. I've got another weekend coming up on the 12th of July that I'm not going to be here. YouTube's got better at getting viewers to quality content and such. It's much less chance-based. Nice. No, I just forgot that we were in June. I thought that we'd somehow managed to make it to July already. I'm not entirely sure how. No, I do so many things. Well, I don't do so many things that I should be doing for marketing, though. Chat, how the actual fuck do I get myself off of my ass and market this channel? Because I make such better content than, like, so many people. I'm not gonna, like, compare myself to any given person, because there are so many really, really, really talented people on this platform. But you see channels with like 40k subscribers that just post shit reaction content. And then you see channels with 1 million subscribers that post even worse reaction content. It's just because people see it. It's just because you see it. And you see the meme. And you click on it. It's like the content farms. I can beat that fucker. I was about to say Redez. Redez is actually a really cool streamer. They're a Peggle streamer. It's really funny. No, not Redez. Who was the last... Let me go to Jack's Films. And see if I can find the name of any of these channels. No, that's the H-Bomber Guy video. That was a really good video. I don't want Jackson's main channel. I want the funny one. Like Sniper Wolf. I'm funnier than Sniper Wolf. To be fair, I don't turn up to people's house and dox them. So, she's got me beat on that one. Maybe I have to reconsider. Maybe she is a better YouTuber than me. Fuck. Rich Lav. I make better content than Rich Lav. That's who I make better content than. Don't go and watch Rich Lav's videos. It's garbage reaction content. Oh yeah, the content farms go after specific audiences, and yeah. Nothing to do with anything I actually want to do. But the point is, they do it by marketing techniques, not by making good content. And so, I make average content. I know where I should be improving. How the fuck, to go with that improvement, do I market myself? I know how. Like, physically how. This is why that question of joining an agency's come up a couple times. Because I thought about it. And that's like the shit that I don't want to do. I don't know though. Like, what would I actually do? Because it's gonna be so hard if I went for an agency. Because not no one, but like single-digit agencies across history are gonna want to have a VTuber who will openly call someone a Nazi in their agency. And I don't want to lose the ability to call a Nazi a Nazi. It's so weird. Like, for a while, I say a while. Very rarely, I will, like, look up VTuber agencies that are accepting auditions right now. And occasionally I'll see one that looks vaguely interesting. Or stay solo just as a hobby. I mean, these things aren't mutually exclusive. That I just need to work out how to make myself market myself. You know? Someone's screaming outside. I hope you can hear that. That's wonderful. And like, you see a lot of VTuber agencies, but I don't know how many of them are anything, right? They might be wonderful. They might be great people, but if they don't have like a reputation, then how on earth am I gonna know that I would want to apply to it, you know? D&D Warlock subclass called Streamer, where your patron is called Chat, and you say, mods, can we ban this guy? And then they get smited. One of my favorite D&D subclasses is Warlock Patron of the DM from Valda's Spire of Secrets. It's by Maytan Press. They're wonderful. And people screaming outside again. Streaming! I meant screaming. And as expected, your patron is the game master, the one sat in front of you. You say, can you give me a hint, please? And they decide the human being, the real life human being in front of you is the patron of your character. Streaming, screaming, is there really a difference? Not if it's me. I think those people are screaming without the streaming, but I am definitely screaming with the streaming. Chat, do you guys understand what I say when I say it's all sheep are mammals? If I just like come out with that randomly as a thing, do you know what I mean? Is that English or is that slightly too French? Because I say that regularly enough that I feel like I think people know this, but I don't know. I don't live in other people's brains. I keep losing my... All sheep are mammals. So, it's how you explain when something is one thing, but that later thing is not the first thing. So, the example is sheep and mammals. All sheep are mammals, not all mammals are sheep. So you can't look at a dog and go, that's a sheep because it's a mammal. But you can look at a sheep and go, that's a mammal because it's a sheep. Yeah. And so you can use that on bigger contexts. So obviously, like, the one I use it on a lot is race. That Jeff's an asshole. I don't like Jeff. Jeff is white. That doesn't mean that all white people are assholes. That also doesn't mean that all assholes are white. It means that Jeff is a white asshole. We might have Joseph, who's a black asshole. We might have Frederick, who's an Asian asshole. They're all assholes. Nothing to do with anything else about them. And then it's the same with sheep. Lily puts a thought together for the first time. I'm impressed I came out with that, actually. I was expecting completely for that to explode. One of the problems with looking at VTuber agencies is that I have absolutely no clue what they are looking for. Like, you can look in any VTuber agency's website and you get the exact same thing. It's like, whoa, the next step in virtual entertainers, or we're gonna elevate our talents to the very top of the industry, or like, what does this even mean? What do you want? What do you want from me? What are we doing? What's the game plan? I'm sure you have a game plan. You know what you want, but what do you want? Tell me, please. You know what I mean? I want to understand what you want from me. So that if I do apply for any agencies, I would apply for one that people that like want me. You know? Because not everyone's gonna want me. Hololive aren't gonna want me. They have an image to upkeep. And I understand that. And that's part of it, right? It's like how I wouldn't want to be a teacher because schools don't want me. They don't want teachers with big opinions and bigger mouths to spout those opinions. So I'm less likely to get a teaching job unless I, like, learn to shut the fuck up. Which I can do, let's be honest. If I need to. I do it at work all the time. But I don't need to, right? And if I was being part of a corp, then I'd want to, like, actually make good content, and part of good content is giving people advice. And a lot of advice is tied to socio-political context. It's weird. Like, yeah, so I've just had a look. What do you say? I can't read. What? And like sometimes you'll look and it'll be one person with 10 followers saying, I'm gonna make a VTuber agency. Are you? How are you gonna do that? What are you gonna do? Do you have a significant amount of money behind you? Do you have a significant amount of expertise? Do you have a large group of people? Do you have, you know? And they might. They don't tell me anything, though. I don't get it. All I want is clarity. I don't need you to know everything. I just need to know what you know. Like everything in life, honestly. Chat, I think this is just a wider problem. I think that people just don't tell you everything. That there are so many words that people have in their brains that never make it out of their brains. And they expect you to, like, either know things or think that you know things or get things wrong or... I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. People don't make sense. It's like no sense at all. And you'd have to do so much research into any given corp to know what they want. And it would be so much easier if they just tell you. If you just know. Like, who are you? What? Like... Okay, great example. I don't know what VYVid do. I've seen VYVid as a VTubing agency, but I don't know what they do. I know that, like, 1 or 2 VTubers that I've come across in my career of watching VTubers are under VYVid. Let's look up VYVid. Do they have a website? They don't have a website. That's a great start. See what I mean? They don't even have their own website. They've been around for over a year. Awful. Apparently it's 3 people. It's 3 VTubers. Eva Ananova, who's the one that I knew about. Usumaru Bun and The Fish. The Fish is such a good name, by the way. God damn. Oh, he's their male VTuber. That's why I've not heard the name. That makes sense. But like, if VYVid, for example, opened auditions, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything. I wouldn't know whether to suggest that people apply to it, or to think about applying to it myself, because they don't tell you anything. How's Globy doing? Because they're Brave Group, right? Right? Let me like slam myself to the bottom. Yes, they're Brave Group. And I want to say Brave Group own 3 agencies. I might be wrong. Brave Group VTubers. So... Oh my god, wait, no, they picked up a ton of people, didn't they? Yeah, they start VSPO? No, okay, I didn't think they started VSPO. VSPO's like a esports one. Yeah, Brave owns Yumenos, who I've not heard of. They've been around for like a year and a half, though. Oh, it's because they're male VTubers. That's why I don't know. But yeah, so VSPO, what's Vlash? Vlash is JP. V4 Mirai, Uniraid, I don't know. They're 2023. Did they debut under Brave? Oh, I guess they did. But it looks like they're JP, which is slightly more of a reason for me to not know it. Himahina are huge, though, and they're under Brave. Oh, but again, it's because Brave bought the studio. Yeah, so it looks like they just bought a lot of things. But yeah, the big 2 are Globy and Idol that I know of. Because... yeah, it looks like a lot of them are China and JP. Then Globy and Idol are Europe, V4 Mirai's US. Okay, that's why I know those 3 then, because they're the only 3 EN-speaking ones. Welcome back, Kat. I've never touched a VTuber, I've never touched a VTuber, this is true. I've also never touched a VTuber idol. I read the word idol on my screen. Lulu knows how to speak. Drama channel. I've never, like, engaged with any of that. I just don't get drama content. I don't care. I really don't. For a second. It's just bad. It's just bad. Let people live their lives. Honestly. I forgot how big Idol was before they got bought. They were huge. How big are their talents? by subscribers. They must be reasonably sized, right? Because Isekai was obviously the big one. That was Ren, Yuko, Juna, Pochi, and Fuyo. But then I definitely saw Poco and Koni from Gen 2. Gen 3, 2 of those were imports. So that's Enya and Chikafuji Lisa. That's some really big names. Actually, I say that I don't know if Enya... Is Enya as big as her past life? No, I didn't think she'd be. But that's on purpose. That's because I think a lot of... I know. I was there for the sort of reveal stream where the past life revealed everything. And it was about, like, don't come over here if you want more of this, because this isn't what we're doing over here. So that's kind of why she didn't get as big as her past life, but that's on purpose. She's on payroll as well, so it doesn't really matter. That's good, she's like 60k. That's completely respectable. So many YouTube channels will never get anywhere close to 60k. So many VTubers will never get close to 60k. She's gonna be very happy with that, and that's all that's important. I wish people could be happy with what they have. I wish I could be happy with what I have, honestly. I'm proud I've got this far. Blink twice if you're in danger. Okay, that was one. Whoops. In what period of time? I can't not blink forever. I'm gonna die. I guess I'm in danger. Fuck. I guess we're all in danger, actually. Chat, I've blinked twice because I'm in danger. I'm in danger of the billionaires taking over. That's what I'm in danger of. Also, chat, we're in just chatting. I can say shit. I can just say words. I'm gonna say whatever I want in just chatting. They're gonna blink in 3 days and the FBA comes in immediately. God, I wish I had that power. But yeah, honestly, that's like a huge anxiety thing. I don't get anxious very often. But obviously with the whole gender thing, there's an anxiety about whether a corp's gonna want a trans female VTuber. Because you guys know how the audiences are. I'm not convinced that a significant part of the... what's it called? Brain. Retention rate. Have I shown you guys my click-through rate? Let's see. If I have it anywhere. I don't know. Where would I even get that? It's gonna be content, right? But like... okay, let's go to a previous live stream. Let me get... I don't know. What did well? Stellaris. Stellaris always does well. In my Stellaris... analytics... I don't know how big the fall-off at the start of a video is going to be. But... I don't know. It doesn't feel great. Like... what am I even looking for? I'm looking for... average watch time, I think. Where do I see average watch time? Yeah, so average view duration, 4 minutes 22. On this video. Bear in mind it's a live stream. So people that watch are gonna watch for like a while. So an average of 4 minutes 22, if we actually looked at the individual data points, is going to be people that watch for 3 hours, and then people watch for 10 seconds. And I don't know how that compares to other streamers. That's something I should probably do. Tonight being trans also just reminds people of politics so much these days that they might just skip over based on that regardless of being supportive or not. That's also true. I don't know, we're definitely reaching the point of hypothesis rather than... what's it called? The praxis in theory, that's the one. I remember that because of Xenoblade, by the way. There are a pair of blades. But... like, click-through rate... feels bad. I don't know. What's the... let me Google. YouTube average view time. So, a good average view duration is about half the video. I don't know if that counts for streams, though. Average view duration, blah blah blah. That's 10-minute video. I want live streams. Live streams. I don't want video. I have to look up Twitch. Twitch average view duration. Average watch time per view. That's not helpful. So many numbers, and none of them are the right numbers. It's like Twitch itself. Average view duration per stream. Please. Please tell me something, the internet. Anything at all. Literally anything. I don't need a lot. I really don't. I'm dying. I'm dying, Scuttle. Can I... like, look at anything? Brain. No? No. Damn. There's nothing here. It's literally nothing. I'd have to, like, really dig into this. I'm gonna die in real life. To bring my brain back to where I was saying, though. I'm split in half, essentially. That... even if I got into, like, I don't know, Phase Connect, as an example, of, like, the most lax corp, at least that I know about, right? I would still have to pull back a little bit on the shit that I say. But at the same time, I've definitely noticed that the things that are in the way are the things that you would get a manager to do. Like, clips and marketing and all this shit that isn't streaming. I don't even mind recording shit. It's the editing and the planning. If there's a wall in your way, you'll smash it down. Unfortunately, this wall is made out of stronger stuff than I am. So to smash it down, I would have to either go and get some very heavy-duty machinery and learn how to do that machinery, or I'd have to pull some shit out of my bag and climb it. And both of these take a lot of time and effort. I don't know. Simon the Digger. Who's Simon? Show me Simon the Digger. Oh my god, yeah, that's what I was thinking about Globey, because Kiri Kilovolt's in Globey. And Pippa Pebblesworth was in Globey. And Bonnie Barkswell's in Globey. I knew there was a reason. Also, you've kind of got to bear in mind, to quote the great Kanako Lumi, I think it was Lumi. Oh god, what if it wasn't? What if it's someone completely different? I might be misappropriating this quote, but it's from someone else. But essentially, if you join a corp, you have to be ready to, like, pull them up. And be that driving force that makes them popular. Because if you're not willing to put all of that in, then you can't rely on the corp to do that for you. I don't know, I have so many cool ideas. It's a heaven-piercing Giga Drill! I love a heaven-piercing Giga Drill. Chat, I want to meet Area 11 at some point. Such a wonderful band. And I want to meet all of the people from it, because they all bring me such joy. God damn. I will make this happen. At some point. I live in the UK, so do they. I just need to find a time and place when they are playing somewhere that I can be. I need to spend more money on clothes. I realized, while I've been planning this con outfit, that's still not done by the way, most of what I own that is, like, con-worthy. Not that there isn't, like, day-to-day stuff that I could wear, but most of it, almost all of it, is red and black. What's happening in the UK today? Oh god. What's happening in the UK today? Hello, yes, it's me, Google. It's the pensioners thing again. We're back here. Frederick Forsyth has died. I don't know who that is. There's... I don't know, Prince William said some words. He's interesting. I think he might be a nonce, I'm not sure. It's just things. Things happen in the UK. Rain, mostly, I think. UK weather. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if it rained here today. Met Office. I want to see the entire UK, please. UK weather map. Yes. Rain. Lots of. So we see the north, though. Actually, most of that's over the ocean. And then, like, the west of Scotland. And then the rest of Scotland is some rain. Like a little bit of Wales. Northern Ireland's fucked. It's just rain. I love the rain. Oh yeah, I know it's Gurren Lagann. It just reminded me of Area 11. I wish I was being rained on right now. Life would be better if I was being rained on. God damn. Oh my god, chat, now you guys know that I live in the 90% of the UK that's not currently being rained on. What am I gonna do? You know that I specifically don't live in Kendal. Or... Is that a T or an F? Oh god. Is that Canafon? I think that's Canafon. Or, like, most of Scotland. You knew I didn't live in Scotland anyway. You can hear my voice. Let's be real. I'm not Scottish. If you thought I was Scottish, I'm deeply sorry. I am not, and I'm surprised that you couldn't tell. Oh my god, chat. I still have the BBC News up, and I just saw a picture of a man. He's bald, so the first thing I thought was, is it Northern Lion? He looks nothing like Northern Lion. Nothing at all. Like, in the slightest. In no conceivable way, other than the fact that he's bald. But I saw the bald head, and I went, holy shit, is that Northern Lion? I'm so screwed. If you're not Scottish, then why do you have that accent? My bad. I'll be less Scottish. How can you be less Scottish than not Scottish? Become like, I don't know. What's the opposite of Scotland? England. I already sound British as fuck, though. Do I need to start... Oh, wait. Do I need to start enunciating everything? Because I can. You just put a little bit of extra time into each word, and then all of a sudden, you're just a little bit more British than you were before. It's not that hard. I used to be really received pronunciation. I know what happened, actually. Americans happened to me. VTubers happened to me. And so, I speak a lot less posh than I used to. I've never been posh. I'm common as muck. But, somehow I grew up with the Queen's English for an accent. Opposite of Scotland would be Australia. But no, Wopty, we sent people to both of these places. We took people we didn't like, and then we sent them to somewhere that is not England. And that happened to be both Scotland and Australia. So they're not opposite at all. Might be on the world, but... Damn. Oh my god, wait. The only thing about Deltarune I know is Hip Shop by Toby Fox. Because it's a banger. This is all I know about Deltarune. Chat, I need an answer. Is it done yet? Chat, if I started playing Deltarune, would it be done? Would I reach the end of the game and not have to wait 10 years for the next one? Or is Toby Fox still doing that thing that he does, where he makes most of a game, and then says, no more game for you? Anyway, that was Hip Shop by Toby Fox. I'm gonna Google this. Is Deltarune finished? 2026. Hmm. Four out of 7? Oh god. I didn't realize that it was that many chapters. Let me go to the Steam page. Does it tell me anything? No, it doesn't tell me anything. Thanks, Toby. I appreciate that. Oh my god, yeah, I heard that Silksong's releasing this year. Chat, in the next 6 months, we're gonna get Silksong. Isn't that insane? Less than 7 months. In 7 months' time, we will have started playing Silksong on stream. I'm so fucking hyped. You don't understand. My life is gonna be different once I get to play Silk Song. So I think I'm gonna wait until Deltarune is done before I play it. Like, the whole thing. Because, like I said, I've managed to skip spoilers so far. Hollow Knight stream! Oh my god, I miss Hollow Knight. That game's so good. Unironically, one of the best games ever made. I'm finally out of that slump that I was in grinding Pantheon. And I don't know. The fact that it put me in that slump, I think, does take away like 1 point out of 10. So it's not a 10 out of 10. But it is solid 9. And that says a lot. That game's really good. We will die by then. I don't know. If the next chapter's set to be next year, and then we get one every year or 2, at most that's 6 years. If it goes to 8 chapters. If it goes to 7, that's at most 4 years. And I don't know about you, but I'm planning on being around for 4 years. And that's worst case scenario. That's 2 years per chapter. I don't think Tobias is going to do that to us. He's not making music for Smash Bros. Games anymore. You're planning? No. Like I said, I'm not planning on dying. Were you not listening? God, my audience doesn't listen to me. It's crazy. My mods don't listen to me. Chat, when am I closing the form? When did I say I closed the form? 3 days ago I said I'd close the form in a week. Okay. Lily remembered. Oh god. Let me actually open up my forms. I do have responses, this is good. I was supposed to get back to people. I did not yet get back to people. I mean, on purpose, because, like, we're waiting for everyone to apply before I make any decisions. We've got these people. I don't like this application. I like this one. I'm not going to talk about any of the other ones. And you will never know what I'm looking at. Oh my god, chat, I got a meme. I got a meme. I got a meme. I got a really good meme. I got a really good meme. Where'd I put it? I made a memes folder. That's where it's gonna be. Now, unfortunately, I took every meme that was saved on my computer and put it in this folder. So, it's gonna take a little bit of emotional effort to work out exactly where this meme is. But I will find it. It will take me a moment. Greg's leggings! I once saw one of my friends wearing a bunch of clothes that were all Greg's branded. And that was really impressive. I didn't know that there were... Well, at the time I didn't know that there were even, like, single pieces of Greg's branded clothing. In hindsight, it's quite obvious, but I didn't know at the time. So, when I saw this motherfucker wearing an entire outfit of Greg's, oh boy, my life was different. What am I looking for? I remember what I'm looking for. Can I find it? Come on. It's a huge folder. I found it. Chat. Definitely unrelated, but nothing to do with the meme that I found. I'm gonna quickly define gender and sex for you. So gender is culturally defined It's how you view yourself and your identity. It can be expressed through gender expression, such as clothing, hair, and other sort of self-expression things. There are culturally defined roles or attributes. For instance, skirts are considered feminine in America, but masculine in other parts of the world, like Scotland. It's not binary, and it doesn't always match sex. Sex, on the other hand, is what I have with your mum. I like this meme. That's a very good meme. There's something about I have sex with your mom that is just such... It's just a mood. But like... How do I describe that? It's so not funny. It's wrapped itself around. It is irony, right? It's... I Bond burgered your sister, but... It's just like layers to it. I absolutely love irony and absurdist humor. How many things do I say that make no sense, but I think are absolutely fucking hilarious? I can't think of any examples. I mean, Bond burgered your sister, right? But... I don't know. Chat, what do I even say? I haven't written anything down. I've normally got, like, context for the things that I say. I bet I've said shit in announcements. Anna says copper! There are only two sexes, the one that I have with your mum and the one I have with your dad. That is a classic. I love this one. I love bits that take ages to spool up. One of my favorite bits I used to do, that I don't do anymore, but I used to do, it doesn't work, you'll see why. I'll do the bit and then you'll kind of understand why. So, I was doing some shopping the other day. I went, you know what? I'm really in the mood for some popcorn. I want to, like, make some whole-ass popcorn. I could do with a popcorn machine, actually. So, I went on Amazon and looked for popcorn machines. It turns out, Amazon have this new service called Amazon X, which is same-day delivery. Crazy, right? From, like, a warehouse. But, honestly, I didn't believe it at the time. So, I went, well, this is a thing that I want. I want to try out the same-day delivery. Let's see. So, I look over the page some more. You know, it's cool. It's like a stainless steel thing. It's pretty cool. I like it. I decide to buy it. I go to checkout, Amazon X. So, I click the button. I sit down on my sofa, and I turn on the TV. About 30 minutes passed. Knock, knock. I open up the door, and it's real. I've got the non-stop pot with stainless steel. And Amazon X gonna give it to you. Fuck waiting to get it on your own. X gonna deliver to you. But for a few reasons, it's not anywhere near as good as it used to be. You know, Amazon do actually do same-day delivery now. If you say X, people are gonna start thinking about Twitter. People aren't as in tune with DMX's seminal work. But I still love it to bits. It's such a long setup, and it's so funny when you land it. Having done it to real people, it's so, so good. It's like when you get someone with a SiIvagunner, where you're like, put on some music, and someone will go, wait, this isn't right. And then they'll listen a bit more and go, wait, this is Michael Jackson. Didn't they copyright this? Wasn't there like a... Why didn't they go to court about this? And then it'll start with actually Michael Jackson singing, and they go, oh, for fuck's sake, it's just a high quality rip, isn't it? Or like if you are listening to like a medley of songs, and all of a sudden something sounds a bit wrong, and you go, that's not Route 203 from Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. That's Gonna Paint a Wagon from The Simpsons. How have you managed to put Gonna Paint a Wagon from The Simpsons in place of Route 203? And it turns out that the SiIvagunner rep of Route 203 is Gonna Paint a Wagon. Gender's what's in your pants. My gender is crap. God, I wish that were me. Chat. Do you guys wear trousers, pants, skirt, etc. when you're doing work from home? I need an answer, because I've had so many conflicting answers. I'm a bit of both. Sometimes I put on the tracky bots. Sometimes it's underwear. Sometimes it's dress and gown. You do when you want to do good work. See? So, this is something I was gonna say, but Group said it already. That part of going to work is getting ready to go to work. And so putting on the good clothes puts you in the mood to do good work. And I think that's really interesting. That I have also noticed that if I don't, like, get ready for my day, I'm not gonna do fucking anything. You start the day by rolling out of bed, putting whatever pills are necessary down your throat, putting some water down your throat to make sure that they don't get stuck, shit yourself, get out of bed. No, get out of bed, then shit yourself, then have breakfast, and then get dressed. And if you don't do all of those things, at least I'm gonna do nothing all day. I didn't do shit today. I had a couple of meetings, actually. It wasn't nothing. What did I do? I had a meeting this morning that I didn't go to because it was completely optional, and I just read the minutes. Then I had a meeting about something important that I'm doing on Thursday. And that was like an actual meeting, so that does count. Then I had a meeting that overran by the length that the meeting was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a 30-minute meeting. We went to a full hour. And then it was 5 PM. I created essentially nothing today. I've just been exhausted off the weekend. Weekends are for rest, chat. I mean, I did rest. I kind of brain rested, though. Instead of body rested, which is the opposite of what I normally do. Normally I body rest, but my brain keeps going, so like I stream. But this weekend, my body kept going, but my brain got to rest. That was really weird. I might have to do that more. Brain rest, breast. World cold and hard. Titty soft and warm. Chat, I'm gonna make... You can't stop me. We are gonna have a tradition, I've decided. Today is day 2 of a tradition. Every single stream... Well, not stream. Every single... What's it called? Just chatting stream is going to contain at least one run of sack. Every single one. This is a decision that I have made in, like, the last 15 seconds. I went, it's roughly the end of stream. Stream will end once we do one run. I love this game. This game's so wonderful. I think game frozen. Excuse me. Okay, also, by the way, is that not a crazy first room? Can I just point that out? The game just gave me this. This is the universe that I'm allowed to live in. Chat, if you think that God isn't real, why did I get soy milk? Checkmate, atheists. I watched a video on string theory the other day where the presenter, because they hadn't ever done a video in one take before, they decided that they were going to play sack for the entire... I've been hit by fucking... What are these flies called? I feel like I know the name of those flies. Oh, I'm dead in this room. I'm actually dead in this room. What is wrong with me? Ah. Yeah, channeling the Northern Lion that helped me grow up. And, oh my god, I just got hit by... It's fine. No one wanted soy milk anyway. You guys hate... You wanted the library. That's what it was. You didn't like the soy milk. I know you guys. You weren't happy with the soy. I had to, you know, fix it for you. See? Okay. Thanks, game. I can do that. Some of these tiers are spectral, right? I remember how this thing works. Yeah! It's all milk. It's all milk from here. Next is Choco. Oh my god, I can't believe it's an almond run. I am so happy with the idea of just like one game of sack every stream. That's pay to play, right? Pay to win? What's it called? It's the one that lets you pay for, like, keys. But yeah, I was watching a video about string theory. It was wonderful. And I would like to embody the person who did that video. Because they did such a good job of only occasionally talking about the video game. And that's really the vibe that I want to go for if we play games during chatting streams. I just want to... Continuing the chatting shit. Isn't this game a metaphor for religious trauma? There's no metaphor. It's not a metaphor, it just is. I used my only bomb on something that didn't give me a bomb. It's fine. We're gonna go get... What is it gonna be? It's gonna be Monster Manual, Book of Sin, and Alchemist Cookbook. I got one right. Anarchists, not alchemists. We were talking about alchemy earlier. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this every day of the week. You give me one. Oh, just like itself. Wait a second. Damn, secret room wasn't there. Yeah. Sometimes you just be playing games about religious trauma. It'd be like that. Poor dude. Oh my god, they still haven't released Gen X. I say they. He. The one dude. Is it a one dude thing, Gen X? I haven't actually looked. Because obviously it's Eggman. It's Eggman. He's doing a game called Gen X. He's pissing on the moon. And then he's making a game about cats. XCOM if it was a roguelite. And it was about cats that breed with each other. Thanks, Eggman. Eggman Macmillan. Bruh. Health up. I have no bombs. We're going down. Yeah, you mentioned about the FromSoft alchemy thing. So many things can be, though. I think that's just because alchemy is really, really broad. Can't believe he's pissing on the moon again. Unbelievable. For what, a 7th or 8th time now? Why would he do that? I thought him and the moon had made up. Eggman has a long and sordid love affair with the moon. The butter bean! Oh my god, chat, they changed a bunch of things in this game, didn't they? Repentance Plus came out, and I haven't played the game since, so... There might be things in the game that I don't understand. That do, like, completely different things to what I expect them to do. Like, the old portal. What's the old portal do anymore? Oh no. Well, oh. I don't even remember what Ace of Spades does. Like, at all. Bruh, we get a restock machine, don't have any money. Ugh. They reference a specific alchemy god, and most stories have elements of the god. Okay. I'm pressing the funny button. Screw you. Gaming. Bob! It's just better. It's just better. It just is. Hey chat, watch me find the secret room first try. I have almond milk. Bob's head inherits tear effects, apparently. Okay. Good to know. That's terrifying. I will be exploding. Apparently I just had a moment. Oh god, I've forgotten these names. I was trying to come up with a thought. I had a thought. I've just been hit by this stupid enemy and then taking my deal chance. It's fun, we'll hit it anyway. What was the thought, chat? I had one. I promise you. It was real. I'm never getting a secret room with this item. It's not happening. Trees and serpents in Dark Souls are pieces of this god. Interesting. That's mine. I can't be fucked with the quality. I'm not doing that. That's what all of those new councils across the UK have said, isn't it? That they're not gonna fuck with the quality. Do you know about that? About how a bunch of, like, our newly elected local councillors aren't engaging with equality and diversity training? Because Big Man Farage told them not to. Isn't that really funny? I wonder how that's gonna go. I love hearing about stuff like that. It's like, nothing bad could ever happen if they do that. Never. Nothing bad's ever happened because of an elected official not doing the things that they're supposed to do. It's a shame, really, that you don't get to see. I'd like to, like, be a fly on the wall of those rooms. And just, wow. I'm not... I wasn't expecting it to work. Oh. Why am I even talking about the game? Lulu, you're playing like a dumbass. Consistently. Oh, there, again. 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the funny. Unlock the cellar! Oh! I didn't get it. Flies. I'm going down. Screw you. Yeah, most of it's accidental, makes sense. Does anyone actually know anything about alchemy? Like in real life? Or is it all made up? Like, or was any of it like actually medicines? Or how do I do this to myself consistently? Is it a religion? I don't know if it is. It might be like... Oh my god. It might be as stupid as me, but I think it's a religion. It's just like a thing. Like tarot cards aren't a religion, but they're a thing, you know? Yeah, alchemy is just like potions and stuff. And I do no damage to Chubb, and we're gonna explode. Because I have 2 HP ups and a range up and bursting sack. It's like transmutation and all that stuff. Well, if it has gods, I don't think it's a religion. I think it's just from a time in which gods were part of the generic worldview, right? That it doesn't rely on any given flavors of... Oh my god, I got hit by Chubb again. Like, you could have alchemy without certain flavors of god. But there are gods that lend themselves to it. I think. I am not an expert here. But there are symbols and things. I think it might be like Hinduism, actually. Where it's just sort of a roughly non-combative set of beliefs that some people believe some of. I think. It's like how Hinduism isn't real. That it's a set of a bunch of individual beliefs that don't conflict with each other. That as a Western society, we decided to call one greater religion. And so, some Hindus will believe vastly different things to other ones. Like Christianity, but way, way more. I hit this, I hit this, I hit this. That's sick. I'm a gamer. I'm getting rid of this head, by the way. Wasn't alchemy just chemistry at the time? Kind of. I think there was slightly more to it than that. But essentially, chemistry through the lens of spirituality. And sort of demonstrably wrong as a result. Because, unfortunately, the carbon-carbon double bond does not care which god put it there. It's going to act in the same way. I love how the idea was turn lead into gold, but in reality, charcoal into diamond probably could have happened. I don't know exactly how you would have done it. I think it could have. And that would have been way more impressive. Or even, like, just react things together. Yeah, exactly. It's chemistry that relies on religion. It's not a religion. Yeah. You put it in words that I couldn't find. Thank you. For you. The moon! I can't use that. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna get free entry to this room. And we're gonna get dead cat. We didn't get dead cat. I'm really sad now. I want a dead cat. I don't need 2 moons. The moon. Thanks, the moon. Mine. Oh my god, it let me in through that. Oh, it's stupid. The moon doesn't take you out if... Oh, bad. That's crazy. Okay. Thanks, Kane, for being absolutely based. Is what I would say if I wasn't playing really badly. Chat, I need an explanation. I know that I am the white woman in the room, but... what is it with gemstones? Why do people think they do things? I don't... get it. I don't understand. They're just, like, bits of rock. Does anyone know anyone that thinks they know about rocks? I'm really bad. I can't believe I'm dying to globins again. You can tell it's been 10,000 years. Can't you? No, okay, I think the answer is no. I think that no one actually knows anything about rocks. Even the people that pretend that they know about rocks. I think they just think they know about rocks. Even like whole ass geologists, I think, might be pretending. That's just a theory, though. I know it's a fact that people that, like, really think that rocks do something don't know anything about rocks. Can I stop getting hit by random creatures, please? For 1 second. Why is everything in my life a devil bagger? I've run into an enemy. Maybe this isn't the run. Maybe it's not this one. You know? I was only aiming for Mom. Honestly. I think you've only got to beat the heart. I don't know if we're even allowed to beat the heart yet. Curious that every other rock was abundant enough that myths about its properties were way easily more dispelled. Maybe you got it. That would make sense. Stop. Poops. All of you. I'm not taking the magician all the way to the boss. I'm not doing that. Don't make me. Buy this. Range up. Chat. Lulu hot take of the day. As if we haven't had enough of those already. I think people need to shut the fuck up about debates in religion and science. That they have nothing to do with each other and that there is no exclusivity between the two. That if you have the ability to think critically about anything, then you know that none of the religious texts are really what their gods said, right? And that's like a key part of understanding what they actually mean. That even if you're religious, then your religion, that book, is not verbatim what should be said, right? It's a useful text for people that believe something. And the fables within it give you an idea of the kind of god that sent it down, right? That obviously we'll use question 1 because it's the easiest one. I don't know if the Virgin Mary was even a virgin. And that doesn't matter. She doesn't need to be a virgin. It is simply, it's a story about ascribing value to virginity. And going, well, how do we know that it had to be from God? Well, she's a virgin. It's a plot-telling device. Really. Over everything else. The only difference is that one is proof-based. Yeah. If you don't need proof to believe in God, then why does it matter that other people need proof to believe in God? You don't. Stop arguing with them. They need proof. You don't. You can be happy. And vice versa. If other people don't need proof to believe in God, let them. They're happy. It doesn't really matter. That's really sad, because that is an awful item. I don't want it. I can't get in there. I'm not spending the bomb. Yeah, religion versus science is really recent. Like, if you look at most historical sort of big thinkers, they're all Christians. At least the Western ones, obviously. You'll see Muslims everywhere. You'll see some Jews. You'll see some, like, everyone. Literally everyone had good thinkers. Because that's what happens when your society is predominantly one religion. Also, I did something there that I want to point out. That because I've only learned about the Western ones, because, you know, I live in a Western society, I did not have a lot of knowledge about the other religions that have important thinkers. And that's just, like, an important thing that I think people should notice in themselves. Like, you don't have knowledge because of where you come from, not because of any other real factor. Like, we're not taught shit about the American Civil War. Because why would be? It's not relevant to us. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. And isn't important to a lot of people. Why would you be there? Where was I? Brains disappeared. Okay, see you around, Yamato. This is our mandated yap session, QB. Correct. Hello, hello. I'm currently playing really bad sack, as I've decided to make it a canon event that we play a game of sack. We finish a run of sack every stream. Every single one. It's mandatory. I don't get to choose. Shout out to every time scientists refused to know a theory by scientists. Fuck me. Yeah, exactly. There are so many theories that were created by people that weren't white men. But we don't know about them, or we know about them in another name, because unfortunately, the people that wrote it down and had the power to spread it were white. It'd be like that. That's the world we live in. Most valuable skeleton key moment. I should have got another... what's it called? Another card. Oops. Chat, I came to a realization. Chat, I've learned something. I've learned something. Chat. I was doing some thinking. How have I popped all of the wrong bits of fistula? I'm awful at this fucking fight, apparently. It's almond milk. That's what it is. I can't control my brain, let alone the shots from almond milk. But I came to a realization. If you want to get bitches, the people you should ask are people with bitches. So what you want to do is you want to find cute girls or cute guys and talk to the people that they are in a relationship with and ask them how they got bitches. They are the people that will give you the advice you need. You need to find someone that is in a relationship with someone that is your type and ask them how they did this, how this came about, and then you will get the advice that you need. And I think that this is a very important epiphany that needs to be shared with the world. That I could give, like, general dating advice. I could say, go meet people. I could say, make sure that you are dressed appropriately for the environment that you are in. I could say all kinds of things, like, pick up a hobby. Be more confident in yourself because you're wonderful, because you're a human being, we all are. And all these things. But that won't give you knowledge about the specific flavor of person that you're trying to get in touch with. And so what you need to do is find someone that's already in a relationship with one, and then go, how did you end up here? What's like Joker? Mine. I'm taking the screw you. Whore of a Babylon. Babylon. Where's the hand? There you are. Bruh, almond milk's awful. I have no damage. Eee. Really hate the people that act like ancient civilizations were helpless and needed aliens or hyper-advanced civilizations to do anything at all, like making the pyramids. Oh yeah, everyone's like, how do we make the pyramids? How do we do that? They're insane! Because, like, they can't imagine doing it. But just because you can't, like, think it in your own brain doesn't mean it can't happen. It'd be like saying, I don't believe that computers could be done because I don't know how to make them. And how absurd that thought is. All of a sudden, now how do you do anything? It's insane. Usual answer is doing something dumb. Understandable. We just unlocked the Horse Magic the Gathering card. Chat! Do we want card games? I've spent a lot of my life playing card games. I don't know. Card games are quite high effort to play is the problem. Unlike something like SAC or Pokemon or any of the other things that we play on stream. Because it's like keeping an eye on a whole ass game state and PvP, and I'm generally quite good at them. There's a lot there, and I think that like commentary might struggle. I don't know. Ow. Pain. We need our treasure room. I can't. I want to, but we can't. We just need like a whole ass magic mush or something. Because this run is dog water. God damn. Oh, Kiwi, I meant, by the way, find people. Because finding people's the hard bit. Maybe I'm projecting, actually. Wait a second. I was about to say that, you know, once I've found someone that I'm interested in, that's easy. That's the answer, by the way. That's a really good item. Okay. But no, I guess for a lot of people, it's the opposite way around, isn't it? Fuck. BFFs! Brother Bobby gets bigger! I love you, Brother Bobby. Can I get stuck behind the donation, please? Thank you. Here we go. What's he saying? Oh yeah, relationships. But actually, I guess for most people, it's going to be harder to, like, convince someone that they think is attractive that they are attractive enough to date. Yeah. Honestly, though, I think that is the easy bit, because either they find you attractive, or they don't find you attractive. And so the things that you do are either going to, if they find you attractive, convince them that you are as attractive as they think you are. Or, if they don't think you are attractive, not change their mind because they don't find you attractive anyway. So if you're just yourself, then that will weed out people that think you're unattractive, and it will attract people that think you are attractive. It's almost like, as a species, we evolved to do that. But like, a key part of being a species is working out who is compatible with you and mating with them. Hence why I said that the difficult part is finding someone in the first place that is that flavor of compatible.
Health up.
You just be yourself. Because the self that you are is attractive to someone. I found my treasure room really early on. I wasn't paying attention. I may be stupid. God damn it. Also, yeah, I've said many times, autistic is real. Some people don't believe me. They are all wrong. Let me go down. Okay, we are going to heart. It's so real! Don't, for any reason. Chat, lesson of the day. I know this is not the first lesson of the day we've had, but lesson of the day. For no reason should you ever be anyone but yourself. You should always do exactly the things that you do, and nothing else. You should never change for any reason, outside of you don't like the person that you are.
Judgment.
That's the only reason, if you want to improve. Other than that, never change for anyone. People with autism tend to flirt like birds. I need to know what this means. Don't realize you're flirting. That would do it. Bruh, it's like 4 pins. I pressed the sun to kill the thing when it walked into the room and they run around and you're taking damage. Ah! No, I'm unfortunately a little bit too high-functioning tism to not realize I'm flirting. I know. I'm very aware. I'm hyper-aware of everything that I say in every single scenario. So, you know. Ow! Oh, I stepped in Greeble. Wasn't paying attention. Been accused of having crushes and flirting. When in your mind all you're doing is treating people nicely? Yeah. Some people don't understand how to treat their fellow human being. And it's a shame. Oh my god, you're right. It is you give them a shiny rock. I just realized you're so right. That's insane. Oh my god, chat, we got the wrong one! I've always wanted the wrong one. I love the wrong one. I'm not going to the... That's a thing. We need this. Not going to the funny room. I should drop this. Wait a second. Screenshots heart. Need hearts. That's almost worthless. Thanks, game. Ah! Yay! Cancer! I fucking love cancer. What a great item. Life is better now I have cancer. Or singing, talking to them a lot like a bird's mating call. I can see that. God damn. Maybe Tism just makes you a bird. Maybe he is vampire. Yay! Cancer! Oh, it's so perfect. I love how Edmund made cancer a great item just so that the tooltip of yay cancer would in fact be what everybody says when they get cancer. Just for us. No downside, just straight up one of the best trinkets. You couldn't want for anything else. Like, very few things. I mean, in terms of stat trinkets, I guess. Harley Quinn gave someone cancer. Badass. Nails! Okay, I think the run's okay now. I think finally, it's taken 10,000 years. But the run is okay. Bomb, please. Thank you. Chat. I'm halfway between fashion styles at the moment. I think I need a new one. Chat. I'm asking the wrong demographic, aren't I? I'm gonna ask you anyway. What are your favorite fashion styles? No... No prerequisites. Clothing's things that you like, not necessarily watching yourself. Not watching, wearing yourself. Watching, I watch clothes. But... School bag! Why would you ever take this? Joker gave Batman his hallucinogenic blood. Nice. Clothes that are clean and match. Okay, so... What we've done there is make an assumption of me knowing what you mean by match, because match makes very different meaning for different people. Like, I think very differently about how to match clothes together than other people would. And then the same goes for everyone, because we all have different, like, tastes. It's the best item in the game! Look at it! Whoa! That's the one mod we have installed, by the way. Chat, does contract give you hearts? I've unironically forgotten. Never mind, there's a heart. We're so dead if it doesn't. Okay, it does. I thought it did. I love wall brim. Also, we get the 6 energy of the almond brim. Brimond. Brimond Macmillan! Oh! Meet the game. That was him. So, for clothes, we've got emo scene, anime pastel cutesy. We've got casual chic. We've got whatever clothes you happen to grab. But you own clothes, and you've bought clothes, so it's about what clothes those are that's about the style. If that makes any degree of sense. Hanged man or tower? Take the hangman. Where's the boss? Oh. Bad room. Don't do this to me, game. Thank you. Generic, but what is generic? Is it all white? Is it black? Is it green? Is it grey? Is it like denim jeans? Is it shorts? Is it tracksuit bottoms? Like, generic for one person is very different from generic for another person. I think it's really interesting that people think that they're not interesting. Because everyone's interesting and different. In so many ways. And they don't realize that. We don't need double worm. We don't... No. I'm sick of the cancer. I'm just a cancer stan, you know? I think he's a friend of mine. Cancer stan. I think I met him at, like, a doctor's surgery. Guess what he was in for? Thanks, Cancer Stan. So, sweater, stretch dress shirt on jeans. Okay, so that's generic on one. Mostly monocolor, some are black, some are white, some are different colors. I'm not taking 404, screw you, I have cancer. I've forgotten what that trinket's actually called. I feel like I should probably remember. Oh well. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with, like, monocolored top and trousers of choice. That's fine. Again, it's about what you like. If it's about comfort, wear comfy clothes. Clothes don't have to look good. They often do. But, like, if good for you is breathable and comfortable, then that's good. I just stood in front of Mama Gertie. I have diagonal brim. Why am I not using diagonal brim? Yeah, group, exactly, I'm the same. I could never go out in anything but, like, a whole-ass outfit. I don't get it. But some people love it. And it's not my job to decide what other people wear. It's just my job to decide what I wear. And that's all that matters. I think that's something that people just need to get into their heads anyway. That it's not someone else's job to decide what's fashionable. or what looks good. If you think it looks good, and you enjoy wearing it, who gives a flying fuck? It's like about being attractive. You will be attractive to the people that have similar values to you. Why is my game frozen? How is the Binding of Isaac freezing? What is wrong with OBS then? Because that's gotta be an OBS problem. Is it because I'm streaming from my CPU, I wonder? I had this thought that maybe I should be streaming from my GPU instead. I don't know. It might not matter at all. But in the limited amount of research that I did, it seemed better to be streaming from my CPU than my GPU. Bomba. Jeans outside, you took grass. I would have gone the other way round. I would have said that jeans are gonna stain. What do they not? I gave up trousers forever ago, so I don't know anything about jeans. I'm just going to the exit. Screw you. I'm not thinking too hard. Don't need special rooms, just need to kill Mom's heart. Exactly, you can get hit on wearing the Minecraft pajama pants and Hello Kitty hoodie, which do in fact stay on during sex, by the way. Because you will find the people that find you attractive. It's you. I'm glad everyone's on the same page. Fun fact, this fight is actually harder than the It Lives fight. But the patterns and the way that enemies spawn... Am I gonna die to Mum's... I died to Mum's fucking heart. It died too. I went the wrong way when it started spinning. I forgot which direction it spins. Oh well. Good job, Lily. Where was I? Brain. Come back together. Yeah, group likes jeans. I can't stand jeans. Jeans, to me, are the most uncomfortable things in the universe. They get caught in the back of your knee when you fold your knee at 180 degrees. And that makes me want to die. Because I sit on my legs all the time. That's like my default. Like even in my chair, I sit on my legs. And so I don't want to do that. Oh my god, QB out here saying that jeans don't have any pocket space. QB, they have pockets. Count yourself lucky that you get to wear clothes with pockets in them. I have a grand total of 3 articles of clothing that have real pockets. They are all hoodies. They do not count. Yeah, bags. Bags are the solution. Oh my god, chat, I have such a cute Kuromi bag. I bought such a cute Kuromi bag at a con I went to a couple years ago. But it's so tiny. It essentially just fits my phone and my key. Not even a purse, but like my ID and my credit card, debit card, whichever one. That's it. I can't fit a water bottle in there. I could just about fit a Nintendo DS, I think. If I wanted to bring, like, one extra thing. I can't bring a water bottle. I don't go anywhere without a water bottle. I can't use that bag. Unless I have a friend with me that has a bigger bag than me. And I say, babe, I love you. Can I please put a water bottle in your bag today? And then they either go, yes, of course you can, or there's no one there because I've decided to go this con solo. Oh my god, I don't wear any form of trousers. I live on skirts and leggings and the occasional dress. I couldn't do trousers. They're too restrictive. I want to sit on my legs. Chat, I don't think you understand. You know how in anime, when a bunch of people get in a room and... I'm turning off the sack music real quick. We can go back to Mario Kart. You know in anime... I mean, also in, like, traditional Japanese culture, but I'm assuming that you guys aren't members of traditional Japanese culture. You will see people sit on their legs. Not crisscross, on top of. Sit on legs and images. None of these are right. None of these. How? Anime sit on floor at table. Are any of these gonna... Okay, I don't know what anime this is from. But we can have this image. Let me go to... Lulu Explains. Scenes. This one. This flavor of sit. I see like this all the time. And if you have trousers on that aren't like specifically sweatpants, then you can't sit. It's not comfortable at all. Because jeans dig into the back of your fucking... Bad. It's bad. It's bad. They're awful. I hate them. I hate them so much. And obviously, the sweatpant, if I'm trying to like put together a proper outfit, isn't ever going to fit. And I don't want to go out without a proper outfit on. Why would I do that? I look good for me. So why wouldn't I look good going out? My brain just turned off. Because I've gone like 40 minutes over what I was planning on streaming today. It doesn't matter. I played some sack. It was good. I give myself an hour of wiggle room. It's fine. Chat. Chat. Do you know what time it is? I hate to say it, but... it's time to call stream. I need to make dinner. I need to eat dinner. I need to sleep dinner. So, without further ado, I'm gonna thank everybody for coming. I'm gonna thank everybody for watching. And I'm gonna thank everybody for enjoying. Because I know you all did. Like, subscribe, join the Discord. These are all correct. Funny buttons. There's a bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-dong. Funny. Can literally think of anything else funny. Oh god. Hat goes to the forest. Deer says goodbye. Eat dinner. Thursday. Doom. Ding-a-ling... diddly-diddly-boop. Thursday. Now I'm gonna get. So that we have... chat. Click the wacky bell. Dear is correct. Good night. What do you mean don't forget schedule? I did a schedule. There's a schedule on the thing. There's a schedule on my channel page. And I did a schedule ping in Discord today. Don't forget, schedule my ass. Don't forget it. Don't you forget it. Go to bed.